Big up to what you're doing, just amazing stuff, and I think never underestimate the power of what you're doing in the darkest times and the hardest times and the no's and the rejections. Believe what you're doing is powerful, and it's empowering us as well. So I guess my question is for you, a lot of people talk about your authenticity in any room and any person, and I want to know, where does that come from and how do we empower ourselves to be the same?
No, I really don't give a fuck anymore, you know? No, at this point, because I've been through a lot of shit in my life, family, from a young age, and everyone don't choose their journey, but mine was interesting, and so I spent a lot of time as a young person looking in the mirror saying I never want that to happen to me again, and every time some shit happened, I look in the mirror, I say some shit like, when you go back into that room, don't let no one talk to you like that again. You go back in that room, make sure you don't act like you are someone you're not. And you go back in that room, okay, cool. And I said in Letter to Zion, the closest thing to perfection is reflection. I don't believe in a perfect version of myself. So that reflective nature, and I do it often, I will stand still literally and just talk to myself, I'm saying, and tell myself who I want to be. And so one of the things I said to myself many moons ago, I remember, and I shared this story at the conference, when me and my missus had no money. She talks about not doubting myself when I'm down and out, so I'll give you a quick story. When we had no money when I was in university, I had like minus 1,500 in my overdraft, and we put a couple pennies on the table in Costa in Kingston University, and she had like her fingernails on. I remember we took a picture of our pennies, and I should find that picture. Probably go viral, do numbers these days, but we took that picture and I said to her, I never want to be in this position again. I don't know what I'm going to do, but I never want to be in that position again. But one of the things I did do at that point in the reflective process was to always give. I said, when I'm up, I'm going to give. I said, I'm up, I'm going to be accessible. When I'm up, I'm not going to shit on people. I'm not going to walk in the room like I'm the best person in the room. Understand? So, and I've been that way from a youth, you know what I mean? I'm the guy that shares. If I get something, I'm sharing it with everybody. Everyone's eating, I'm sharing. So that's just been how I'm like as a human being. And then telling myself those things in those moments, and then getting to a position where man's got a bit of money. So I ain't a millionaire, you know what I'm saying? I've seen a significant amount of money in my lifetime. But for me to put down 10,000 last year wasn't a joke. And I actually put down 20,000 last year. So I committed 10 and then we spent 72. So I took another L on a 10, but an L by way of finance, but a success by way of what's come out of it. And it was interesting, I was talking to the people we went with last year, and it's like, boom, like, how did you feel about like, you know, investing in Cannes and like all the business contacts that you might have like made or whoever you spoke to? And I said to the person that asked me that the investment wasn't in Cannes, the investment was in you. You know what I mean? And so I see the success of that money when I see your journey, and I see who you become as a person, I see you become as, you know, a professional, what you're dealing with. But again, like this year, come back, I did the same thing, and it's not easy. I said, boom, slap, here's 20, who's gonna back it? The issue that we have is it's not a lot of reflective people. And then we come back to ourselves as people as well. Some of us, a good number of people I've come across in my journey, in the black community that I've come across, gravitate to the glory and forsake the strength. You see what I'm dealing with? So at this point, it's like, my strength is in my realness. Nobody can ever be you ever again in this world. That is your one gold coin, if you want to call it that. Everyone else is taken, they say, right? So if you truly understand that no one else can do you better than you can do you, then why the fuck are we stop trying to be like other people at this moment? You know what I'm saying? So someone comes to me like, yo, like I really want to be like you. And I've had people say some shit like this to me, and yo, like, and I get what they're trying to say. You know, be you. And create the best version of yourself. And that never stops. You create every day. You see what I'm saying? Every day is a chance to say boom. So how I've been able to do that is to fall in love with the creation itself. And this idea of trying to find, because we get lost trying to find, because we've never been. You know what I'm saying? So if you've never been something, how do you find it at this point? And so we start to pick different people that we see, and we try to be those different people. And who we're going to become will live in a very different manifestation of this world. And so actually the ecosystems we'll exist in don't exist yet. And so if I was steady stuck trying to be who I thought I was going to be when I was young, I'd have never have done this, because I had to walk away from a lot of money, business opportunity, to do 56 Black Men. And then 56 Black Men led to. And I said, one, I don't give a fuck no more, but I had to become really comfortable with the idea of death. You see what I'm dealing with? We will do everything for the last time. You will ask a question for the last time in your life. I will hug my son and my daughter and my missus for the last time. No one knows when the last time is. And so be the best and most authentic version of yourself that you can be in every moment. You see what I'm dealing with? And so when I came to grips with that, it doesn't mean I'm perfect, because I fuck up sometime, but I pull myself back and I say boom, and I reflect. And so that's how I deal with it. And I think, just as a segue into the piece and then trying to wrap it up, this journey's not been easy. You see what I'm dealing with? So I come now, I say boom, I'm gonna do this thing. You'd imagine I've done this thing last year. I should have people at the gate like, boom, what we doing? How do we get behind you? Multi-billion-pound organisations, multi-million-pound. And I know the gatekeepers. Big facts. People I can call, people I can email, and I've spoken to the gatekeepers. But here's the realist. There is a war going on right now. And the war wants to be predicated over who gets to manage the master's land. And I'm not trying to manage the master's land. And I'm not trying to assert myself next to white power to make myself better or more important than the next black person. Because no matter what you see me as, whether you're a leader, you're this, you're that, I'm your brother first. I'm the son first. You see it now? But some of us lost our way very long time ago, and there's a lot of white leaders that don't understand it. And so we gravitate to every and anything that comes in front of us, to posture, to not offend, to do. And we know, divide and conquer. You understand it now? So when you talk about the question actually of I'm saying and I'm thinking, do I really want to do this? The biggest time where I felt like I don't want to do shit no more, it's not because I doubt myself or my vision or what I'm doing. I got the vision. It's in my head. You understand? Everyone can have a vision. Everyone get the vision. It's something that you have in your head that nobody else have, and that's why it's a vision. At this point, it doesn't exist yet. And if someone else had this vision last year and said they're going to take people to Cannes, black people to Cannes, do you know what I'd have done? I wouldn't have gone and done something separate. I'd have slapped my 20 behind their thing. I'd have said, yo, I'd have gone and met the leader. I'd have reached out and said, yo, who's leading this thing? Who's leading this thing? Because I was just about to do the same thing, my G. Doesn't matter if it's a king or it's a queen or whoever. I got 20. Who's ready? I asked my missus, like, over the past couple years at least, I had 50. And I said to my missus, I wonder if I could get 20 other black people, just slap down 50, we get a meal and we do something like, for us family, like. Had 50 sat. More than 50 actually at that point. So again, it's like, if I'd seen another person pioneering that before I did it, I would have tried to make contact and say, how do I get behind your team? But some of us are trying to build our own legacy and are not interested in the legacy and the vision that our kids and their kids, because what I'm doing right now, I will not live to see the manifestation. And the maddest thing about 30 years from now, when we stand on the beach in Cannes or wherever we are, because it's bigger than Cannes, when we stand on that beach, a lot of the leaders and the executives that are driving the thing 30, 40 years, they ain't even going to be alive about this thing. Realist. Yeah? So the vision. And it's difficult because I said to companies like, we can talk all day. Where's the money at? Yeah? We can talk all day. No, facts. I'll tell you something. Yeah? I say my small self, and people say, no, you're big. If I can slap down £20,000 personally, I'm telling you, like, this is money. You can ask my missus. We'd have put that on the extension. Come on. I'm serious. Some of these executives in their salary in a month could put that 20 down and not feel it. They don't see the figures move at this point, personally. So if 20 businesses said we're going to put down 20, it's embarrassing, family. If 4 executives says we'll put down 5 each, 4 of us, and that's 20. But the issue is the proximity ain't there, family. And I don't mean proximity by way of pictures, I mean proximity by way of power. I mean proximity by way of understanding. And I said, I love my people. I said this again, I love my people because I know my people, I understand my people. I take time with my people. My people don't always take time with me. It's the blessing and the burden. And so what we need right now is companies to back it, because I'm gonna have to bankroll this whole thing at this point. You see it now? You had Yahoo get behind us, so big up Yahoo. They slapped down 20, we got access to their beach out there. We're gonna be doing some stuff with them. I just got an email from the International Advertising Association just as I was up there. At the same time, this family, it's Google, it's Facebook, it's WPP, it's Dentsu, it's IPG, it's Havas, it's Omnicom. Then it's all the agencies underneath. Then it's a whole bunch of, and believe me when I tell you, the global CEOs is a clique of most of them. And if it's not most of them, because of my network and my universe, I can get to someone like this. But when we're busy fighting each other, how are them man gonna take man serious? When we're busy saying, no, we're gonna do this thing on this side, how are them man gonna say, boom, we're gonna get behind the things? That's the only one thing that made man think, do you know what? I might walk away from this, you know. Because I don't need to do this, family. I got business opportunities behind the scenes. Big business opportunity. That I will be nice because of my network. You understand what I'm dealing with? And I walk into these rooms as one of the best connected people in the room, and I don't lord it in people's faces, because the thing of which I'm a part is greater than the part I play. That's my greatest message. Just fucking play with me, innit? We out here. Pause.
We'll just get a round of applause for everyone here, everyone that's still in the house.
I was extremely moved by the whole thing, the film, the conversations. Just a big round of applause for the cohort who went to Cannes last year. Big round of applause for Simon and Sarah. Thank you so much for spending the time with us. And for those of you who asked questions, and for those of you who shared your comments, thank you so much for putting yourselves forward. Yes. Good evening, y'all. Have a good evening. Take care.